into the half up by 4 on a buzzer beater from Zach LaVine 3. Wow. The Chicago Bulls going on a really good run to end that second quarter. They go into the halftime up by 4. This first half has been tough. Josh Okogie went off for 18 points. Devin Booker had 18 points, but Zach LaVine and the Chicago Bulls and DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine with 17 points, DeMar DeRozan with 15 points, Nikola Vucevic with 11 points, the big three playing like a big three. The bench, we have a total of 14 points off the bench, 5 from Kobe, 5 from Caruso, 2 from Drummond and Ayo each. Patrick Williams also chipped in 5 points as well. This Bulls team hasn't really, there's not a lot I can say they did like extremely well, but they held on. They stayed close enough. They didn't let the lead get too big, and then they went on a great run. They end up outscoring the Phoenix Suns 35-20 in that second quarter after being outscored 40-29. They gave up a 40-point first quarter. Now, I'm not going to harp on that too much. The Bulls did eventually. They battled back. They got the lead. They need to continue to play like they did in that second quarter. But I'll tell you what, this Phoenix Suns team is a dangerous team. And keep him, Kevin Durant's only 3 for 5 for 7 points so far. We know that he can go off. But the Bulls playing a really good half. This is crazy. I'll tell you what, I was ready to come in here in this halftime hangout. I was ready to go off. I was ready to talk about how bad the team's been doing. And then as I was saying that, they started marching back. They went on a 9-1 run, which really sparked it. And then they maintained that intensity, that focus defensively, and they go into the lead up by 4. Now, they're going to have to come out. Like I said before, if you guys watched my pre-recorded video today, I said that what the Phoenix Suns and Monty Williams is good at doing is making adjustments at half. So expect the Phoenix Suns to come out with a different attack plan in the second half. How Billy Donovan and the Bulls respond to that is going to be key, and if they can stay in this game or not. But this was a great first half. This was a fun half of basketball. Zach LaVine is back to being the Zach LaVine that we paid $215 million for, right? 4 for 9 from the field, 7 from 7 from the free throw line, 17 points. He's +7 in the box plus minus, 3 assists, 1 rebound, 1 steal, only 1 turnover from Zach LaVine in that first half, which is surprising considering how much ball handling he did in that first half. He's right up there with Alana as far as ball handling. So, we got to see how this team goes, man. But this was a really fun first half of the game of basketball. Let's see if the Bulls can keep it up. Keith says, left my ass off. No way. Keep it up, Bulls. Absolutely. Eads Instrument says, Haize, what's going on, Haize? Silencer in the building says, please what? Let's keep it going. Chris Carvinio says, let's effing go. Chris, the other Chris says, oh my God, Zach, chill. Listen, the crowd, the United Center is electrified. Alana in the building says it feels good right now, but I know it's gonna end. Man, come on, Alana. Let's keep up the energy. Let's keep up the energy, Alana. Evan Lick says, how are we winning and why KD not in at the end of the second quarter? Well, I think he's on a minutes restriction. KD is probably on a minutes restriction. That's why he wasn't in there at the end of the second quarter. We'll see. We'll see. Haize is not losing. We're not losing this game. I don't care what you say. Hey, Bulls Daily, I hope you're right, bro. I don't listen. I would love to come in here and talk about how the Bulls held on to this lead and they beat the Phoenix Suns. I would love to see that. The offense really feels better with LaVine. DeMar's is doing his thing, but man, those tough threes LaVine makes are just so pretty. When LaVine is in a rhythm, it almost makes you forget how bad his basketball IQ can be at times, right? When Zach LaVine is going, when he's in that rhythm, it's completely different. Like he looks like one of the best offensive players in the league when he gets in rhythm. That we just needed more from Zach. We needed more. Alana, if the Bulls lose, at least they tried, at least in the second quarter. Come on, Alana. Come on. LLG, no more Debo ISO. Listen, we're going to see some more Debo ISO. We're going to see it. We're going to see it. You remember at the beginning of the season when we had great second quarters and horrible third quarters and ended up fighting back in the fourth quarter? This feels like one of those games. Completely agree with you, Alana. Completely agree with you. Ayo, you almost got one there. Oh man, I was wondering if anybody was gonna catch on that because of how I casually said it, but you know, it is what it is. They fouled Zach on that last shot too, but refs ain't calling. The refs ain't calling nothing for us. I have to go back and watch it. I can't say that I saw he got fouled, but I really wasn't looking for that. I was so excited at the fact that we were about to go up one, and then he hit that three. I'm like, oh wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. Hokage, how is KD a better mid-range shooter than DeMar when DeMar has dang near 500 more mid-range shot made? Well, it's not about make, right? It's about the efficiency in which you make. I haven't looked, so I don't know. I don't know who's more efficient. He can make more, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's more efficient per se. But I haven't looked at it, so I'm not saying that you're wrong. I can't agree or take away from what you said because I haven't looked at the efficiency part of it. I love watching Pat Bev get right into Chris Paul's face. Somebody need to. I said this is the type of game the Bulls will end up winning. So far, they looking good. Can they play defense for 2 more quarters and stay focused? Well, first of all, let's be clear here. They didn't look that good in the first quarter. They didn't look that good probably the majority of the second quarter. But they did come along. They came and did what needed to be done. Let's see if they can keep it up. That Craig guarding Debo on Friday was pretty nice from Adam. Yeah, that was a nice call. Definitely was a nice call. Alana says, the team is so bipolar they give me trust issues. We're all there. That's why we all say we're in an abusive relationship with the Chicago Bulls. It is what it is. Yeah, that was clean. Sometimes you just got to, when you know you got a good joke, you just got to just say it casually and keep it moving. Because if you stop and pause, it takes away from the effect of it. You just got to say it and keep it moving. Yo, hey, it's great first half. I just wish this wasn't a switch everything league. Vooch and Drummond ain't built like that. Fight over with heart. Let's go Bulls. Listen, at the end of the day, the league is the league. Our team is our team at this point. And I will say this. Vooch has done better on some switches than what I expected. There's been some games where Vooch got switched on guards, and I was just like, hey, man, this is about to be ugly. And Vooch stays with him. So it's really about the point of attack defense. It's about how quick you switch, because if you can get into the position quick enough on the switch, even if you aren't the best one-on-one defender, you can make it work in your favor. But again, we know Vooch is slew-footed, and he doesn't always move that quick. So it feels like we are the only team with very little home court advantage with regards to the refs. I don't know if I agree with that, but I get what you're getting at. The Bulls even had Chance the Rapper going crazy. I mean, listen, it's Chance the Rapper. Every time Chance the Rapper is out of game, he goes crazy. We look good so far. It's from Azamate. We look good so far. Suns look shook. Bulls need to keep playing like this, keep the hustle, keep defending, and hit the damn shots. That's it. That's you basically nailed everything on the head there. The Bulls shooting 57% from the field, 41% from three-point range. They have 14 assists on 22 made baskets. It's only 6 turnovers. Now, I would like to see the turnovers a little bit lower, but again, with the pace that they're playing, it's bound to happen. I understand that. 4 steals as well from the Bulls, 0 blocks, which is understandable because we don't have that type of rim protection. But Bulls played a really good half. When you look at it, they outshot the Phoenix Suns, who shot the ball 48%, 36% from three-point range, even though it seemed like at one point that the Phoenix Suns went on a three-point barrage. They made 8 of them. They're 8 of 22 from three-point range. The Bulls just need to keep up the pressure. Don't come out in the second quarter lackadaisical. Try to keep your foot on their necks as much as you can, and we'll see. We'll see. Silencer says, I hate how slow Vooch moves. Hey, Vooch, his nickname should be slow motion. But don't get me wrong. Like, Vooch on the offensive side of the ball has looked really good today. Like, Vooch just moves at Vooch's pace. He's the sloth from Zootopia. It is what it is, but he gets the job done more times than not. So let's hope that he keeps it up. Let's hope he keeps it up. Larry says you can tell how much Pat Bev loves Chris Paul. That's hilarious. I love the little quotes that they put up in the game as well. That was funny. Super Duper Danko says, I got tickets to the Bulls Clips at the end of the month. We'll see if I decide to sell the tickets. Nah, I'm going to go, though. Well, if you decide to sell them, let me know, because I may have to go to that game. If they can continue to throw Booker off, we should be good. Just got to shut him and Okogie down. They got it going towards the end of the second, and Bev got to keep putting his foot on CP3's mouth. Yeah, but keep in mind, too, we didn't see a lot of KD in that second quarter, right? So let's make sure that and not to say that the Bulls can't do it, not to take away from how good the Bulls executed on defense and when they got in that offensive stretch, but let's keep in mind, KD didn't play a lot of minutes in that second quarter. So even if we do keep Devin Booker under wraps and we do keep our foot on Chris Paul's mouth, as you said, which is foot and mouth is weird. But we still got a beast in Kevin Durant, who we don't know how much he's going to impact, what that minutes restriction is going to look like for him. But let's keep that in mind as well. Nets leading Celtics 80-74 right now. Didn't expect that either. It's always one unexpected night every week where legit it's a bunch of just games that go away you didn't necessarily expect. Chicago Mando says, what's the score? Bulls up 64-60 is what the score is, bro. I have no idea what KD's minutes restriction is. I don't even know if he's actually on a minutes restriction, but it just seems like it by the way that he's playing. Haize, that's on Billy trying to switch everything. We rarely run zone to help our bigs stay down. Oh, yeah, agreed. But again, Billy doesn't help his players out. Let's be clear here. Billy doesn't help his players. He doesn't put his players in a better situation. He doesn't build a scheme that's to help their weaknesses. Billy just does Billy, man. And that's mainly chewing gum. Stop popping that gum. What is Ayo's problem, man? He looks soft at times. Do we move off from this offseason for a better bench rotation player? No, because Ayo is still, even in as a bench or rotation player, yeah, we're going to see problems with him because we watch him night in and night out, but he still can be a really solid bench player. The problem was him starting, and if he's not going to develop, he can't be your starter. That's why Pat Bev is here. So I don't know if they move off Ayo. I don't think, with the way that he's played here this season in the sophomore season, I think it may make it easier to retain him as far as money. So the Bulls may very well keep him, and then if for some reason he still doesn't play well, they can move off of him, or we'll see. I don't think Ayo is going to sign longer than a 2+1. I think he's going to get 2 guaranteed deals and either a team or a player option in that third year, and we'll see. Has Ayo even played, or am I tweaking? I've been watching on and off, eating, etc., and getting high. Let's be clear, he's been getting high. But yeah, Ayo's played. He's played 9 minutes, so he had a nice little stretch there in this game. He went 1 for 2 from the field, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. But you actually have to kind of watch the game to kind of understand. Like, he's been caught out of position a couple of times, which has just frustrated me, because one thing is with Ayo and his defense is just. I worry when players regress from their best trait in their second season. Does that make sense? Like, Ayo's defense is what got him in the rotation. And the fact that his defense is within what's sliding this season, it's hugely concerning. Now, I'm not saying it's concerning to the point to where the Bulls don't re-sign him, but I hope it's just a sophomore slump. That's what I hope it is. Evan Lick, Haize, if we had to choose to re-sign Ayo or Kobe, which would you re-sign? That's actually one of the topics of the pre-recorded video today, so I'll point you in that direction. Go check that out. That way I can get another view. But yeah. Terry time tonight? Nah, Terry time not unless we are up by 25 with 4 minutes left. I doubt it. I thought it was his his finishing definitely too. But his finishing wasn't a strength last season. So when I talk about his defense, I'm just talking about what was his strength last season versus this season. The finishing, though, is definitely a concern as well. The amount of wide open layups that because he gets to the rim and he just misses the layups. I was going to go on a rant on who wasn't shooting good, but so far it looks like we're shooting well. We absolutely are. All right, game's coming back on. Be right back here post-game. I'll see you guys there.